Did you hear that? Okay, that was like a big bang sound that we've manifested based on our travels today here to Millennium Park. So what we're demonstrating is how in Wilmont this particle accelerator seems to manifest with routes C and K, all right, which are synonymous in Egyptian linguistics, glyphs, magic, things of that nature. Because of their shapes and the designation of light, Kelvin degrees, and C in terms of a cup or an arch that manifests a rainbow. And what's crazy is that in these roadways of Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, leading into Richmond, Illinois, where these cars of people become enriched from the particle accelerator, it's just an incredible story. So hey, let's swing over to the notes and show you what we're working on here. This is, in a sense, the appearance of a type of particle accelerator using the Alchemist 8 symbolizing infinity, and then the sun rotation over into it, where we define radiuses and things of that nature. And what I found fascinating today was studying the words, the linguistics of rotation and radius, and seeing what linguistics we could derive from that. And we came upon Neal's equation. So a lot of incredible things to talk about here, even in historic value. For example, here the clash between Richard and Saladin is symbolized in this picture from the Middle Ages. Which horseman do you think Richard is? Well, that's a good question. And in our notes, we wanted to talk about some crazy things too. How the term Kenosha is manifested. All right, Kenosha, in linguistics, is rendered as such next to Racine, okay, where a type of cinema is involved. That's all derived from terms, this term satori, which came from our particle word accelerator, and that's seeing into one's true nature. So see, and then sex or gender. Okay, so that's pretty interesting to talk about, as well as the Bengali language of gender, linga. All right, so that's a very important manifestation. Within our notes, we've got some other things. The symbolization of this graph looking like the K. Okay, from the, like for example on C and K, how we got here to Millennium Park, where it is a graph of a semi-cubical parabola. All right, so that's simply a higher plane curve. And that's the designation of light, K, the 11th letter in our current alphabet. Of very importance in terms of linguistics is particle, and Lìzǐ. All right, and remember, Lìzǐ is a space. Okay, and an important name like Elizabeth, whatnot, and that's why on this route of the particle accelerator from Wilmont into Twin Lakes, we've reached intersection HM. Well, think of that, HIM, him. Okay, and we come along, and Elizabeth Lake is right over here, the park that the DNR put together. So that's our Lìzǐ particle. All right, as well as another the big kahuna or kahuda. Right, just like in the White Russian drinks of that nature, and this is in the Bengali language. This is in Korea, ibja. So the importance of the letter J and A together, and things like that. Khmer language, we have Bamnek. All right, so a lot of important things in regards to the awakening that's going on with this particle accelerator, and. Yeah, so and just some predictions. Back in 1964, year of the dragon when I was born, Bell's theorem of inequality was devised. Now we're at this point where we're talking about the year 2100, human teleportation. Okay, now that's fascinating. Okay, I mean, is this actually possible? I mean, we're talking William Shatner, Star Trek kind of stuff. 2015, the teleportation of molecules. Well, that's this year right now. So back to this, big old dictionary that talks about all these technical things. Some of the important terms we wanted to manifest was what exactly is a particle accelerator, and we also stopped on the dynamics of rotation. Okay, a body is said to rotate when all of its particles move in circles about a common axis with a common angular velocity. This motion may be either free or constrained. Fascinating. Okay, and that's where we get terms like valves to control and govern this type of acceleration to where our B destination, home, most likely. So yeah, so that's our show. You know, we got our little guy here to help us teach the Mario man, and or whatever man you want to manifest, the column of man, the aisle of man, that's being, you know, that we're doing on the grid within the logistics and linguistics of this area. So once again, we're in Millennium Park, and we're going to continue on to Lake Elizabeth, where the particles get enriched going into Richmond. So have a great day. Be sure to visit.